Hello everybody, Rusty from the Rusty Razor. I have another shave of the day, and today we're going to be doing PAA's Et Tu, which is their Brut dupe. Smells like Brut. If you like a Brut, this I think is available right now in PAA store. So usually it's a very short period window of time when you can get this stuff. So go check it out if they have it right now. At least it was when I just checked a little, a couple days ago. And we'll follow up with some Brut right there. Now, we're going to be using the Rockwell 6 C with some Gillette 7 o'clock greens. So, it's kind of a green-red theme today. Alright. And then, using a Yashi brush today. It's a 24 mil head. Yep, smells like Brut. Yep, Brut. And it lathers up pretty nice. Got a nice little head on it right there. The brush is from Sig Solo. What's kind of interesting is that the heat kicked on just as I started my video. I didn't feel like waiting around for it to stop. Which is interesting. I haven't heard the heat come on in a while. And it figures. It always works. It's like, yep, he's going to make a video. Let's kick on the heat. Alright. Okay. The only thing, it's a fairly large brush head on this thing. It really soaks up the lather. But it's a synthetic head on this thing. I don't talk about brushes too much. I guess it's just, to me, a brush is a brush. Like, I look at some of these and they're like huge, massive things. And I grew up using a small brush. So, I just never big into that brush thing. There we go, the heat cooks off. Finally. And then the heat goes off and the air pressure in here changes, so it's like my ears are popping all of a sudden. Alright, let's just do this is the second use, I think, of this razor blade. The Rockwell setting 3. I keep meaning to try it setting 4. It's like the setting 3 works really good for me, so I just haven't put much thought into it. It's like I gotta dig it out of the basket. Up above my right here, I got this linen closet right here, and on top of it there's some space, and I got this big wicker basket up there full of. And that's where the box is for this. And that's where I'm storing the extra heads in there. So it's like I gotta reach up and grab it. And it's not till after it gets going, I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna do that. Sig keeps telling me to, and I keep forgetting. Oh, how's your guys' day going? Mine is going slow. As you ever get into that mode where it's like, not too ambitious. Another busy week doing stuff for everybody. It's like when they find out that you are retired and everybody else wants you to do stuff that just kind of sucks up all your free time. Like, hey, you don't have a job, you're not doing anything. Go do this, go do that. It's like, I'd like to be doing stuff I want to do. Like, me personally, I like sitting in front on my desk and just spend all day painting, but you know, can't do that all the time, I guess. A little bit of lather on the floor. Well, that one went into the sink. This really holds a lot in the brush. That's for sure. Paint the face. More than enough in here. Heck, there's enough probably just in the head alone. And it was like a quarter size amount. I got enough for probably 4 passes here. 5 passes easy. Now, this is not a bad blade combination here. It doesn't, I'm not feeling any tugging or anything of that nature. And it's knocking it down, that's for sure. That's all that matters. You can hear that blade working. As I'm going against the grain, with the grain, across the grain at the same time, around my lower neck. So it doesn't really matter what direction I go. It's always going to be against the grain in one way. You can hear that cross grain work. Yeah. Just looking at stuff and a lot of my like my grandfather, he just not too long ago, a couple days ago, would have been his 112th birthday. It's like hard to believe. He'd been 112. But he was born in 1910. My other grandfather, not too long, about a week, he would have been 122. Like, you think in terms like that, that's a bit of history going back, things they've seen. And you listen to some of the stories they were talking about. It wasn't until he said the 1950s before they seen power in their homes. It's like rural Iowa started getting power in everybody. Yeah, he would tell stories about how they would go into town every once in a while and swap out the batteries because they had AC or DC batteries that they would hook up to the radio, and that was their entertainment. And they were still using lamps. And like early 50s, I think it was, when they finally got the power to everything. And they had a few rewired the house and ended up with they call it a few light bulbs, like one, he said, like one in the kitchen, living room, none in the bedrooms or anything, but it's like a few areas got wired so they could use power, make use of it. And I was like, I'm looking at this. I just said, this is way too much. It's like the lathers up great, but man, they're just way too much lather here. But things we take it into take for granted, or it's like we got our, it's like filming this video with a cell phone. This cell phone is like even my lifetime. Like, I got my first computer, it was 1989, and this cell phone has more computing power than that computer did. It's crazy. You just think about it. We had, speaking of phones, like my first phones that we had in the farm or even anywhere were party phones. Now, if you had never heard of the term party phone, it's like you had a whole bunch of people on the same line, and you would, from the switchboard, it's like, oh, the call's going to this residence, and you would have a distinct ring. So if you heard that ring, that was a call coming into you. And like, if you want, it's like there are times it's like, I want to go call my grandparent if he was available to go fishing or not. So my mom was like, oh, give him a call. But you'd pick up the line and you listen, and if you heard talking, that means somebody was on the line from a different residence, because they may have dialed out and were talking, so you wouldn't know somebody was online. Because, well, if you heard a ring, then you knew, and it wasn't your ring, somebody was getting a call someplace. And usually you're all in the same area, so you pick up and go listen, and like, okay, so and so, oh, that's the next door neighbor, they're talking, and then they say, so someone else on the line, yeah, this is so and so, and they go, oh, okay, you need the phone, and they're like, oh, whenever you're off. It's like, if it's a few minutes, all right. About 5 minutes later, you lift it up and go, oh, nobody's on the line, make your quick call. They didn't spend a lot of time hanging on the phone. It's like my one neighbor, she was a teenager, so she would sit there on the phone with her boyfriend and chatting away about certain things you probably shouldn't chat on an open line. You know what I mean? Man, that was the 60s, early 70s. Oh. Yeah, super combo is working good. The thing I like about this razor, it's heavy. You don't have to press or anything. So the weight just does the work. And it's just at that sweet spot of efficiency for me. Now this soap from PAA, it's got a lot of good residual slickness to it. Well, you just have to add a little bit of moisture and wakes it right up. There we go. We'll be done. Alrighty. Not too exciting day. Yes, there's no bells and whistles, just a good old plugger shave. Smells good. A little bit of Brut action. Say a Brut. I tend to use Brut more in spring and summer. I don't use it too much in the winter, but man, it smells good. It's like, missed you, old friend. Long time no see. Good old Brut. Well, that was the shave of the day, and got water all over it all of a sudden. There we go. That was Brut Et Tu from PAA. Great scent. It's got that usage in it. Smells good. Wonderful little soap. And then we had the Rockwell 6C with some Gillette 7 o'clock greens. Great shave with those as usual. Nice, smooth. And I'm not feeling anything with that one. And, well, just another thank you Sig for everything here. The red shave of the day, which is Yashi brush, 24 mil. There we go. That's everything. Hope you guys like it. Hit the old like button. To those individuals that are new, thank you very much for stopping in and sticking around. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.